Oh God, that was awful. Okay, welcome back to another video. Last week I got to catch ride a 4-year-old and he's going to a show again today. So I'm gonna show him again this week. I am super excited. I got all of my tack and stuff in the back of the car and I'm gonna drive up to the showgrounds to go take a lesson. He's been super good. The best 4-year-old I've ever sat on in my life. Oh my God. Like, I cannot describe. This horse is safer than like some 20-year-old horses I've been on. It is insane. Okay, so I'm gonna drive up and I will see y'all there. We're here and here is Goose. Hi, handsome. He is so cute. Hi. And he took a nap. He's very tired. He said he was such a good boy. Okay, so we're here at the barn setup, and I'm just waiting till the end of the day to do my ride on Goose. We are on the horse, and there's Julia. Say hi. Hi. We're about to go have a lesson. It's gonna go good.
This was my first warm-up round jumping him. Something important to remember, I have only jumped this horse maybe 6 times. That's why we chipped in and got a pretty terrible distance there. Here, I asked for a trot and I'm going to ask him to pick up the correct lead. He does technically have lead changes, but he is severely under-muscled. And since he's under-muscled, we're just trying to do simple changes until he gets that top line back. He still tries very hard to carry himself, though. That jump was horrendous. This fence was very spooky, and I was concerned he was going to look at it. That's why I put myself really far in the back seat and didn't 2-point much, because I wanted to push him from behind to the fence. I'd rather do that than have him stop and not feel supported. I also have the yips right now.
Okay, on Goose, we just did our first couple jumps. He was phenomenal. I was spooking because there was like a weird ground flattener thing going by and it was making a ton of noise, but he is the most perfect horse ever, like long rein. He just does not care. So I am so excited.
Round 2 went a little bit better. I trotted him off just to wake him up. The head flipping you're seeing is because of his instability in his top line. So it took a little while, but we got a pretty cute canter transition, and even without a top line, he makes such an effort to hold himself. It's lovely. We got a pretty close distance to that fence, but this is the first week that we are cantering him straight up to fences, so we can forgive a bad distance. He came back a lot quicker after that fence too, which I was super happy about, because he's been trying to give us the lead change even though we're not asking for it. As you can see, this fence was a lot better, and we're actually going to go all the way around to a fence on the outside. Now, this horse does have a need for speed. He loves to go pretty fast. However, that's not what we're asking for right now. Right now, we're trying to work on his adjustability, because when we first got him, he would try and rush every fence in front of him. That's actually why I asked him to trot there, because he was trying to rush that fence. And I would much rather him trot it than learn he can do that, because on a cross-country course, that can be super dangerous. Now, here we are. We're going to come around to it a second time. I have him in much more of a frame, and I'm holding him together more, just to try and keep the pace nice, even, and consistent. And as you see, he jumps it beautifully, no rushing at all, and so that was a perfect warm-up round, and we decided to end it there. I would also recommend you rewatch this round and take note of how straight I'm trying to be, because with a young horse, you don't want to teach them that they can fall in. That is how you create horrible habits that will bite you further on in their training.
We just got done with the lesson. He was perfect, as always. Julia absolutely slayed.
Yes.
They absolutely ate it up.
Oh yes, as always. Here, day 2 of the show. Let's go look at the suspects.
The suspect.
The normal suspects. Here's Goose. Goose! See how he's ignoring? See how he's ignoring me? It's really kind of him. Hey, buddy.
Huey?
We're not gonna lesson on him today because we're trying to save him. This is his second show in a row. But it is the 4th show of his life. So, and we're still putting a bunch of weight and muscle on him, so we're giving him rest. And now we gotta go see the other horse, Totters.
Toddy.
She was so mad at me yesterday because she thought I was this girl.
Yeah, Toddy kind of wants to eat her food right now. Like, I tried to pet her and just say hi. And then,
She will say hi and then pin her ears.
oh, look at her. She's not. No, she's mad. She is mad.
It's okay.
Okay.
She loves this kid more than anyone else.
Yeah.
She tried to unload me at a dressage show. So
She just has her own opinions,
and she
we
likes
let her have them.
she likes 2 people. This girl and the trainer, and that's it. Okay, everyone, we are here on Friday. I'm gonna go learn my courses and check in with my pony. Come here. Hi, buddy. He's all tucked in because it's pretty cold up here for California. He's gonna go eat. I'm gonna learn my course. Okay, so we clean my boots, as you can see, and I'm scratching from the flat class because 13 ponies running around in a small arena does not sound great, especially for the horse I'm on.
This is me warming up Goose for our first day of actual showing. He was pretty good. He was a little bit distracted, and we were having some trouble picking up the correct lead. All my fault. I wasn't using my inside leg to support the inside shoulder when I asked for his outside hip to swing over, and so he would pick up the incorrect lead, but he was such a good sport about it. We're still putting some trot steps in before our canter transition, but they're getting smaller and smaller, and we're going to have that walk to canter down real soon. So like there, I picked up the incorrect lead because I didn't have my inside leg on, but it's okay, we corrected that, and we moved on. We were going to give him a nice long canter around. Now, I was holding him back way too much, and I really needed to send him forward, which I'm sure my trainer was yelling at me about, but sometimes when I'm on my horse, I just can't hear people, and I'm stuck in my own little world. So our first jump isn't going to be that great, just because I definitely don't have enough pace. We did have a cute turn out of the corner though, so pretty proud about that. I've been struggling a little bit with my corners on him just because he is young, and so he kind of wants to lean in every now and again. I also have scoliosis, which makes me crooked, and sometimes I forget to compensate for that. But I was pretty happy with that canter lap. It went super, super well. I did try again for that right lead up here in the corner. We did not get it, so we went back down to the trot, and I reorganized. This is where I realized, oh, I didn't have my inside thigh or leg on. That's why he's spilling to the inside, and we got the correct lead. Now, I cut the ring off, and I'm going to try and build up a little bit more pace to come to this first fence. We've really been working on him bringing himself back, so I was really trying to focus on that, and once again did not ask him to move up enough, especially out of the turn, so the distance was not what I would have wanted, and we did end up trotting it. That's okay though. Trotting a fence isn't necessarily bad. It's just not what I was asking for, but it's also my fault because we did not have enough pace. So I'm going to ask for the canter. Again, this time we get the correct lead because I was actually using my inside leg and I actually pushed out of the turn and we got a pretty cute jump. It was a little tight, but I'm not upset about that at all. Then I turned around because anything you do one way, you have to do to the other way to build a balanced and even horse. Now you'll notice I have a little bit more pace coming up to this fence. He jumped it super cute and I jumped it horribly.
Hey guys, this video is getting super long. If I didn't cut it into 2 parts, it would be over 20 minutes. So I am gonna have to cut it here. I'm sorry to leave y'all on a cliffhanger. If you wanna see how we do in the ring, please subscribe down below. The part 2 will be out in 1 week, not 2 weeks. So I'm cutting that editing time in half for this video. Again, I am so sorry to have to do this to y'all, but unfortunately there's just a lot of content in this stuff. Goose is a super cool horse and I'd recommend y'all follow to see my riding journey. I'm sure he's gonna be a part of it. And if you don't want to, thank you so much for watching. That's all. Stay safe and don't die out there.